Tools are tools, just don't be one. You can be successful with whatever tech stack you have. And AI is just that, it's a tool. It's not gonna replace anything. And now remember, people are like, oh, we're gonna lose our jobs because clients can edit their own content. And then that didn't happen. Clients still needed professionals. And then page builders came out. We're gonna lose our jobs because clients can use page builders. That didn't happen. It just evolved. And now everyone's saying the same thing about AI. Professionals and agencies need to be the professionals. Clients are buying your expertise, not just a pretty picture. I'm a technical account manager for the US market for agencies. So helping digital agencies have the tools and resources they need to support their clients. Yeah, it's interesting. So if we look at, web agencies, it started with people doing hard-coded HTML, but, there was no PHP or anything. And then CMSs came out with PHP Nuke and then WordPress. And now remember, people are like, oh, we're gonna lose our jobs because clients can edit their own content. And then that didn't happen. Clients still needed professionals. And then page builders came out. We're gonna lose our jobs because clients can use page builders. That didn't happen. It just evolved. And now everyone's saying the same thing about AI. Professionals and agencies need to be the professionals. Clients are buying your expertise, not just a pretty picture. And I think agencies need to evolve and, offer more than just a website, but help the client with whatever their goals are. Because clients, when they ask for a website, they want something beyond just a website. There's a reason for it. And a lot of agencies, they're not asking, what are the goals? What are their KPIs? Yeah, so there's the technical part, which makes sure the sites are super performance and fast and secure, have automatic updates with regression testing. There's all those sorts of tools, but I also believe hosts have a really interesting spot where they can provide products and services, but also training to agencies on how to sell, how to be more effective. A good example of that is HubSpot a while ago would sell to their agencies training on how to sell HubSpot. And that was before HubSpot got as big as it did. And a lot of agencies, they don't know what they don't know. And so we can give educational resources to support them so they grow more, sell more contracts, which also means they buy more hosting, and be kind of a one-stop support shop, and instead of just being like a vendor that just supplies something. Obviously, attacks are always going to be out there, so make sure your sites are secure. Use 2FA when applicable. A while ago, I used to make websites for banks. Our agency did bank websites. So we required physical YubiKey 2FA to log in to edit the site. The banks hated it, but it was important for that application. So figure that out. Make sure that your devices have antivirus. A lot of times people are just like, oh, Macs don't get viruses, or I don't need antivirus. Even a free version of Windows Defender helps a lot, because when you're accessing these things, uploading files. And then just be careful with tools like AI and things, because you don't know what they might be introducing. So. Yeah, I'm famous for saying I used to have a podcast when I was at InMotion Hosting called Tools Are Tools. And my tagline was, tools are tools, just don't be one. It doesn't matter what tool you use. I don't care if you're using WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, Typo 3. At the end of the day, you can be successful with whatever tech stack you have. And AI is just that. It's a tool. It's not going to replace anything. It's, it might make your job easier. It might make it harder, or it might change things, but use it when it makes sense. Don't use it when it doesn't. And figure out how it makes sense for your workflow. Give back, and I don't mean necessarily, be a core contributor. Support the projects and software that is making the platform run. So if you're a business, figure out how much a proprietary solution would have cost you and how much you saved with WordPress. Maybe give 10% of that across the tech stack, like PHP and the WordPress Foundation and the Apache Foundation. If you are an agency and you do have the skills, maybe do a bug sprint, maybe to go to a contributor day. Just give back in some little way, because open source, I've been in open source a very long time, has a small number of people that control such a large asset. And that's a lot of responsibility for, a small group, and we all can contribute in different ways. Even if it's not code, it could be financial, it could be tutorials, it could be, helping with the community team, or whatever the case may be.